Good evening, everybody. Today we are going to see the third session on the yogic power of our temples. First we have seen about Ganesha, how to remove our ego and pride in us. Second we have seen Lord Muruga, who removes the evil forces in us and also gives protection from the evil from outside. So our temple is purely a yogic center where a person comes inside the temple can gain the yogic power in him to face all the situations in this samsaric life successfully and lead a peaceful life. That is the objective of our ancient yogis in designing and building these temples. So the third important the idol worship, in that we have this yogic way of developing the divine positive traits in us. This one of the important thing is what is needed for divinity is celibacy is important. Purity of mind, purity of thought, purity of action. These are all very important for a person to face any situations in life successfully and lead a contented peaceful life. For this, celibacy is very important thing. So how to develop celibacy in us? Celibacy, purity of thought, action, mind. For that, our ancient yogis have depicted the god Ayyappa. Ayyappa is a brahmachari, he is the god of celibacy who imbibes in us the pure sattvic gunas in us, remove the ajasic and tamasic gunas. So one of the important qualities of worshipping Lord Ayyappa, they have got a systematic procedure, they have fixed how to worship. See, normally you see Ayyappa worship starts on Kartika Masam first day. So people has to undergo 48 days vratam. So one mandala 48 days. All these have got the yogic significance. So in 48 days vratam, the devotee should wear a black or white dhoti with a towel. Every day morning and evening he has to take bath and he has to follow complete celibacy. That is, he should not have any sex with his wife, or he should maintain pure perfect. He should not drink, he should not have non-veg, he should not take non-veg, he should go to temple. All this they are fixed mainly to discipline the mind in the positive divine way. And also the objective of wearing the black or blue or dhoti is to see, not only imbibe in him the divine qualities, but also in the family members, wife or other family members, they should see God in him. So that's why everybody says Swami. Why he also calls everybody Swami and everybody calls, because they should see him as a God. Everybody in the family, they have to see God in him and he should see God in them. And 48 days, why it has fixed means, in psychology, if an act is repeated again and again, it becomes a habit. So in our mind, in our subconscious mind, when you repeat the disciplined practice for 48 days, this will give him the, create a habit in him so that he can carry on the next 365 minus 48. So balance 317 days, he can lead that celibacy and a disciplined divine way he can lead his life. So that he can bring in success, peace, prosperity and contentment in life. So the divinity in him, that has to be built, and that they have brought, the divine way of developing, this only they have brought this yogic practice of worship of Lord Ayyappa by undergoing this 48 days vrat and this dhoti, all these things. And one of the significance of Ayyappa worship is the Sabarimala. It's on the hilltop. So the more you go up in the hill, the more the divinity, that is the mind, the Kundalini Shakti comes up from. So when you go there, chant Swami Ayyappa, Ayyappa, the Kundalini Shakti from bottom, it rises to the Sahasrara Chakra. The more you go, because it is a very tedious journey going there. And one of the important features of Sabarimala temple is 18 steps. The 18 steps one can go only after undergoing this 48 days vrat and having irumudi on their head. So here this 18 steps refers to when you go up in the, you have to carry the irumudi on your head. What is this irumudi? So all the tamasic and rajasic gunas, whatever you are having, you have to carry on your head and put before him. In the coconut you are taking ghee. So you are offering ghee to him. Along with that, you are surrendering to him all your tamasic and rajasic gunas and imbibing in the divine sattvic gunas. So these 18 steps also refers. Well, one has to carry the irumudi on their head, covering these tamasic and rajasic gunas. The negative gunas he has to put before him and surrender to him. What are these tamasic and rajasic gunas? You see, the 18 steps, out of this, first 10 steps refers to tamasic and rajasic. What are that? Step 1, fear, shyness, inferiority complex. Second, desire, greed. Third, lust, sexual feelings, perversion, pernicious thoughts. Then anger, self-anger and also anger on others. Then jealousy, then hatredness, then vengeance attitude, then cunning, then crooked thoughts, then pride and superiority complex. These are all tamasic and rajasic gunas. The fear, inferiority complex, shyness, these are all the tamasic, rather rajasic gunas. So after completing this tamasic and rajasic guna, from 11th step onwards to 18, patience and perseverance, this is divine guna. Devotion, dedication, self-determination, self-confidence, forgiveness, kindness, generosity and universal love. These are all sattvic gunas, the divine gunas, which he has to imbibe. So after leaving the tamasic and rajasic gunas, he imbibes in the positive divine gunas, and by the time he reaches the 18 steps, he surrenders to before him with the divine thoughts, divine gunas, removing all these negative gunas, and offer the ghee to God. From the irumudi you take ghee, no, that you offer to God, saying that I am surrendering to you, please imbibe in me the divine sattvic gunas so that I can carry on the rest of my year with positive thoughts, positive feelings, and see that brings in peace in me and peace in the family and peace in the society. So with this objective, our yogic gurus have designed the way of worship of Lord Ayyappa to develop the celibacy in us, the divine qualities in us. So this is, one should know the importance of our idol worship. What is the objective of bringing this idol worship in our system? For it's purely a yogic way of worship. So our ancient yogis have designed this to bring the God in us through the stone, the idol. From there they are bringing back to us. It's a reflection. So you send your away and it's reflecting back to you. And this is designed in 48 days vrat, so that you imbibe a quality in you, the positive divine quality in you, that helps you to lead a successful, peaceful life all through your life. So practice this, realize this, and see the God in you by following this practice. Thank you.